wrestling fans? Welcome to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. We are on the heels of Wrestle Bash 26, and we have more news and more exciting things to talk about with Wrestle Bash. First, let's get into it with our Tag Team Championship picture. Of course, the Tag Team Champions right now is Marcus James and Toxic from the Society of Sin. They will be squaring off with Chris Turner and Jaxson Cassel at Wrestle Bash for the Tag Team Championships, and it's going to be a very, very huge, a very, very personal battle between these four men. Now, we recently caught up with the legendary Chris Turner and Jaxson Cassel and got their thoughts on their upcoming match at Wrestle Bash, so we're going to take it away to them now.
Wrestle Bash, the biggest show of the year. Now, Society of Sin, we both have our problems with you, and I think at Wrestle Bash we're going to solve those problems. We're not the traditional tag team, but I'm coming in with all the experience. He got all the strength. Tell him about it, big guy.
See, that's one thing that's understood. Rock and Roll Chris Turner, he has that experience. And I have that speed, that youth, that power, that strength. And with him driving this freight train right here, we're coming for those tag team titles. And I want you two to look me in my eyes, and they're coming home with us.
Welcome back, fans. There we heard from Jaxson Cassel and Chris Turner. You can tell they are pumped up and ready at their shot at the CCW Tag Team Championships. Now, to focus our picture on a different title here in CCW, we're going to talk about the CCW Heavyweight Championship. Of course, our champion is the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon, and he is going to be taking on the Jesus Freak Logan Stevens at Wrestle Bash. Now, this feud dates back for a very long time, and just to take you back a little bit, the feud began way back earlier this year when they had a match, Logan Stevens and Jamie McKinnon. Logan Stevens was able to pin the shoulders of Jamie McKinnon to the mat for the 1-2-3. Unfortunately for him, Jamie McKinnon was able to get that foot up on the rope, match restarted, and McKinnon won the match. Now, Logan begged and pleaded with everybody at CCW saying he deserved a rematch, and the fans wrote in, they called in, they sent messages and emails saying that Logan Stevens deserved a rematch against Jamie McKinnon. And finally, after Logan Stevens called McKinnon a coward, McKinnon finally responded. We showed you that attack a couple weeks ago, a very serious arm injury on Logan Stevens, hurt his wrist very badly. We know it's not broken, but we know he's going to be out of action until Wrestle Bash 26. We recently caught up with Logan Stevens, and I've got to say, I've seen Logan in this company for a very long time. He's usually a very calm guy, reserved guy, keeps his thoughts to himself typically. He just goes out there and shows what he can do in the ring, and he lets his actions speak for themselves. However, when we got this interview from him, it's a completely different Logan Stevens than I have ever seen, and probably anybody here in CCW has ever seen. He's a different man in this interview, so let's just take you away now to the Jesus Freak, Logan Stevens.
So what do I think about Jamie McKinnon attacking me? First of all, Jamie, you proved to the whole world that you are exactly what I say you are when I call you a coward. You proved to the world that you don't even deserve that CCW championship. You proved to the world that you are no longer even the outlaw. Jamie, when did it come to this? When did it come to attacking me from the back? When did it come to blindsiding me? When did it come to you being scared of Logan Stevens? Jamie, you tried to take food from the table of my family. You tried to end my career. You tried to end my dreams. But Jamie, it's not happening. Wrestle Bash, I'm coming for a fight. This is no longer a wrestling match. This is a all-out brawl. A fight, Jamie. You may have hurt me, but you have not broken me. Jamie, you are about to unleash a version of Logan Stevens that has never been seen before. A version that I'll try my best to tuck away. Jamie, I may be saved, but I'm not solved. Wrestle Bash, I'm coming for that title.
Welcome back, fans. There we heard from Logan Stevens. And like I said earlier, I've never seen Logan Stevens in that state of mind. He is a different person than we have ever seen, and he's going to be a force to reckon with at Wrestle Bash. It's going to be one of the biggest title matches that we have ever seen in CCW, and it's going to be the main event at Wrestle Bash 26. Jesus Freak Logan Stevens getting a shot at the CCW Heavyweight Champion, Outlaw Jamie McKinnon. And we're going to switch gears again, and we're going to talk about the CCW Southern States Championship. Of course, the champion right now is Dante Steel, and he recently had a match against the American Prodigy for that championship. Now, Prodigy and Steel have faced off against each other many times in the past, and each time Dante Steel has come out on top. But this time, American Prodigy, very, very certain that this was his time to win the CCW Southern States Championship, and that's going to be our match of the week. American Prodigy taking on Dante Steel for the Southern States Championship.
Introducing first, the champion. He is a member of sin. And from the dark side, he is the Southern States champion, Dante Steel. Once again, he is the Southern States champion, Dante Steel. And now, the challenger. Hailing from Washington, D.C. He is the American Prodigy.
All right, wrestling fans, this is going to be a big, big match here. These guys have met in the past. And of course, it's American Prodigy taking on Dante Steel. We see him there. Dante Steel is the Southern States champion.
Tonight! No, it's not!
There we see
Once again, this match
Prodigy
is for the Southern
believes
States
tonight is the night he'll become the Southern States champion. He and Dante Steel have met many times here in CCW. And American Prodigy believes that tonight is the time that he will finally capture that Southern States championship. Dante Steel, of course, the leader of the Society of Sin, former heavyweight champion and a multi-time Southern States champion. He begins to go to work on the American Prodigy, bringing that form across the back, and massive chops to the chest. Reversal, and a big back body drop. American Prodigy has all the momentum on his side, and he's got this crowd here pumped up. And an arm drag takes him down. Dante goes for a kick and a roll-up. This could be a 1, 2, just a 2 count. Dante Steel escapes to the outside of the ring to catch his breath. The American Prodigy has come to play ball here tonight. I talked to American Prodigy before tonight's event, and he feels like he is destined to become the Southern States Champion. Dante Steel still on the outside of the ring. The referee loses his count, has to start the count over, and that does nothing but benefit Dante Steel. See, Prodigy is getting frustrated. Prodigy's going to make it hard for Dante Steel to get back into the ring. Dante Steel, the leader of the Society of Sin. Usually a master at mind games, but Prodigy is playing those mind games, and he just delivers a hard right hand. May have knocked a tooth out. I think Dante Steel is leaving. Of course, the title cannot change hands for a count out. Dante Steel is heading back to the locker room. He's going to get counted out. Well, the American Prodigy running after him. He's saying this match isn't over yet. As he grabs Dante Steel and brings him back to the ring. And this match will continue. But Dante able to get to his feet first and begins stopping and applying pressure to the back of American Prodigy. Big chop right to the chin. Dante Steel, moments ago, about to walk out of the match, and now he's in full control of the match. He drops those knees to the small of the back. And he's unraveled the tape from his wrist, and he's choking the American Prodigy. The referee almost to a 5 count, and Dante breaks it. That was an illegal chokehold, and he was almost disqualified, and Dante still does not care, obviously, as he pushes the ref to the side. Begins choking him again. He's going to get disqualified if he's not careful, and now he lets up again. A big headbutt rocks the American Prodigy. He whips him into the ropes. Prodigy goes up and over, and he's got to roll up. 1, 2. Dante able to clasp his legs together, take Prodigy out, and Prodigy is in a lot of pain. As you see, Dante still working on the back.
Look at him now! So quiet, huh?
Back problems are no joke. They can stay with you for the rest of your career, and they can even end your career. American Prodigy writhing in pain. American Prodigy is going to have to do something here if he hopes to win the CCW Southern States Championship. This is dangerous up here on the top rope. He's trying to suplex him, but Prodigy doing all he can to fight back. He sends Dante Steel flying, and there's American Prodigy perched up on the top rope. High risk maneuver. And a huge splash. 1, 2. Almost a new Southern States champion. Both men struggling to get back to their feet. Prodigy throwing a wild right hand, and Dante Steel is able to connect with one of his own. Finally, Prodigy able to get some offense in, and another roll-up, doing all he can. 1, 2, and again, Dante Steel able to kick out of that. Another arm drag. Dante Steel doing all he can here to keep his Southern States Championship. He's trying to rip the mask off the face of American Prodigy. He brings him back to his feet here. Whips him into the ropes. And a clothesline. Prodigy getting back up. Another clothesline. And just a devastating blow as the American Prodigy may be knocked out cold. As his head bounced off the canvas. Dante Steel's like a shark that smells blood. Dante Steel going to the top rope here. Perhaps with that patented elbow, and indeed it is. He drops the elbow right in the center of the chest of American Prodigy. And it could just be academic from here. One, two, and Prodigy, amazing, able to kick out of that. Now Dante Steel staring down the referee. He cannot believe that Prodigy kicked out of that. And a block. Prodigy fighting back, doing all he can. Whips him into the rope. And a shoulder tackle by Dante Steel takes down the American Prodigy. As he goes right back to the work on that lower back of Prodigy. The referee may have to step in and end this, so that Prodigy does not have permanent damage. And look at the athleticism. And as he flips, he gets caught up in the rope. And Prodigy waited just a second too long. He was going to go for that missile drop kick, but Dante still able to get that super kick. And 3, and that's it. What a great match, but Dante Steel able to come out on top and retain the CCW Southern States Championship.
Still Southern States Champion, Dante Steel.
Have you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler? Have you ever dreamed of making it to the top and wearing championship gold? Well, here is your opportunity. Email us today at customerservice@ccwrestling.biz.
The CCW Training School is accepting new students now. Start your journey today on your way to greatness.
Welcome back, fans. There we see Dante Steel retaining the CCW Southern States Championship against American Prodigy, and he will be going in to Wrestle Bash 26 to defend his title against Shooter McGee. That's going to be an epic match. Of course, Shooter McGee, one of the most popular stars here in CCW. He's going to be doing all he can to get CCW Southern States Championship gold around his waist. Now, it wouldn't be an episode, unfortunately, of Superstars of the Ring without Frankie Morris. So let's just show you the Frankie Morris, Frankly with Frankie.
Hey guys, Frankly with Frankie here. It's been a little down in the dumps, after you definitely win 2 matches in a row against your greatest opponent so far. I'll give you that, Donnie. You've definitely been a challenge. You've been a pain in my ass, if we're going to be real here. But a challenge, definitely. But I've won 2 times now, twice in a row. I beat you in Abbeville, Georgia. I beat you in Lake City, Florida. 2 times, 2 different states. Now, people will say what they want about Lake City. Oh, both their shoulders were down. I'm the one that pinned you. It's super obvious and anybody with eyeballs can see it, okay, man? Now, I need you to listen up. This is important. Snook calls. Snook says, hey, you guys are having a 2 out of 3 falls match at Wrestlebash. We have to see who the better man is. I'll say, Snook, there's only one man in that ring, and it's me. Little boy, Donnie Bronson, the silent film star. Frankie Morris is a real star. Frankie Morris makes money for his performance. Frankie Morris gets paid to go out there and beat on guys like Donnie Bronson. Frankie Morris gets paid to be Frankie Morris. No one likes you, kid. You're not going to impress anyone. You're not going to go out there and just miraculously beat me. Oh, what? You got close? That's cute. That's all you'll ever be, is close. And until you beat me, you're nothing, man. And it's driving me to the edge, man. It's got me miffed, man. Snook, you got me upset that I even have to do this again, dude. You're driving me to drink. Sake! I'm drinking sake, Snook! So yeah, this is where we're at now. Franksters. Fellow Frankians. So let's just go ahead and, I don't drink. Not actually sad. Okay, I'm not going to do the shot. I'm going to show up to Wrestlebash in Callahan, Florida, and whoop Donnie Bronson.
Welcome back, guys. There we see Frankie Morris. He will be taking on the silent film star Donnie Bronson at WrestleBash 26. This is going to be a best 2 out of 3 falls match. We're going to finally find out who is the better man in that rivalry. Now, WrestleBash 26, just a few weeks away, August 26th in Callahan, Florida. Already announced for these matches are Outlaw Jamie McKinnon, the CCW champion, taking on Logan Stevens. For the Tag Team Championship, we have Chris Turner and Jaxson Cassel taking on SOS, Marcus James and Toxic, for the CCW Tag Team Championship. Of course, Dante Steel, like I just mentioned earlier, is going to take on Shooter McGee, and that'll be for the Southern States Championship. We have Donnie Bronson, the silent film star, squaring off with Frankie Morris in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. And we just announced earlier this week, Daniel Anderson, the former CCW champion and member of the Diamond Exchange, will be squaring off with the rookie Kikino Palomalu, and that's going to be a great match as well. We're going to have more matches to announce for Wrestlebash 26 coming up in just a few weeks, so stay tuned to Facebook and Twitter, and of course here, Superstars of the Ring. We're going to be making more announcements, having more news come out, and it's going to be epic, guys. August 26th, Wrestlebash 26, Callahan, Florida. We hope to see you there. Get your tickets now. They're going to go fast for the biggest event of the year here in CCW. Guys, that's going to wrap up this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.